And a good spiritual morning to you once again. I'm Father Cosmas. Thanks for joining me today for a quick chat and, of course, our morning cup of coffee. And you'll notice I've got a new mug going, so a huge thank you to one of our wonderful families here in Modesto that gave me this new mug talking about Psalm 28 and a reference to having strength in the Lord. And put that right there. So for today, of course, coming up over the weekend now and into next week, it's Halloween, and so it's time for us to think about and reflect about Halloween, and especially one aspect is something that I wanted to think about for today and discuss, which is in certain cultures around this time, around Halloween, they have a Day of the Dead. They have this remembrance of their loved ones who have passed on, in a sense, and how important for us to sort of think about that. And I was thinking about it as we offer, as part of our tradition, memorial prayers, but I find far too often that for a number of reasons, we don't really pray for our loved ones who have passed on, maybe as much as we could. We don't tend to have as many memorial services as we used to. People tend to have sort of the 40-day memorial service, and sometimes not even that. And then that's about it. Oftentimes, we don't offer the traditional prayers for our loved ones who have passed on. And that's happening for a number of reasons. I think chief among them is we don't think that they need the prayers. We sort of just in our minds imagine, well, they're in heaven, right? We sort of just convince ourselves that everybody goes to heaven. So if everyone goes to heaven, then they don't need prayers. But the reality is, of course, the kingdom of heaven is not here yet. Christ has not come back to judge the world. The general resurrection hasn't happened. And we don't really know exactly where those who have passed on are. What we do know is that they're, continuing in their existence, of course. Their soul is waiting for judgment, waiting to be joined once again to the body to be judged. And whatever condition of existence they are in, maybe it can be better, maybe it can be improved. And our prayers can actually do that. The saints talk over and over and over again about the importance of those prayers, and how the prayers for the departed can actually really assist the soul of someone. So it's not as if we have to think about our loved ones being in a state of suffering and they need our prayers to sort of relieve that suffering. No, but wherever they are, whatever they're doing, perhaps the prayers can help them be even happier, even more joyous, find even more rest and more peace. And so it's so important for us to offer those prayers. Memorial prayers through church services, of course, memorial services as we offer them on a regular basis in the church at the end of the Divine Liturgy, but also in our personal prayers as well, to be able to remember on a regular basis those who have passed on, our loved ones, and to offer those prayers. Don't just kind of remember them and let it stop there, but we should remember to pray for them, to pray for their soul, to pray that God gives them peace, gives them joy, in a place of light and a place of rest each and every day. Amen.